Before we begin, I would like to wish you all a good day to everyone watching this clip. And I would very like to know how things are going on at your side. Any significant event lately or any changes from your neighborhood? Feel free to comment below. Now, let's move on to today's story with your familiar narrative voice of Mary.
The towel fell. She looked. He noticed. Professionalism was out of the question. Get ready, because this story is about to get hot. Welcome to my library. I'm Lena, and our story is just beginning.
Chapter 1. The Scene That Stole the Air. I shouldn't be here. It's 11 p.m., and the office is empty with everyone gone home. But Mr. Caravaggio, Dominic, left his office a mess after today's meetings with papers everywhere and coffee cups creating chaos. And I'm the night cleaner, so here I am. I put in my earbuds on low volume, just enough to make the silence less oppressive, and start humming off key, badly. I know it's bad, but no one's here to judge. I'm wiping down his desk, massive and expensive and intimidating like everything about him, when I hear it, water shutting off in his private bathroom. Wait, no, he's supposed to be in Milan on an emergency trip. Everyone knows this, unless the bathroom door opens and steam pours out. And then him, Dominic Caravaggio, CEO, billionaire, untouchable, with water dripping from dark hair and droplets sliding down his sculpted chest, tan skin and muscles that shouldn't exist on a man who works behind a desk, wearing only a towel, white and wrapped low around his waist. Only that, I freeze with the cloth mid-wipe on his desk, and he freezes too, seeing me and clearly not expecting company. Then the towel slips and falls, completely. Oh God. I should look away, should turn, should run, but instead I stare for 1 second, 2, 3, seeing everything. My brain screams at me to look away, but my eyes don't listen because they're traitors, complete traitors. Finally, I tear my gaze up and meet his eyes, dark and intense and shocked, and something else, something dangerous. He doesn't move to cover himself, doesn't scramble, doesn't panic, just watches me watching him, assessing and calculating and seeing. Then slow and deliberate, he bends and picks up the towel, wraps it back around his waist, never breaking eye contact. He takes a step toward me with his voice low and rough and lethal. You saw, not a question but a statement, and I can't speak because my throat is closed and my brain is offline. So I just nod, barely. How long? What? How long were you looking? Oh God, he's asking. I didn't mean to. It was an accident. He takes another step, closer, too close, with water still dripping and skin still bare and his presence overwhelming. That's not what I asked. His eyes pin me, dark and hungry and controlled. How long? Honesty escapes before I can stop it. Too long. Silence falls, heavy and charged and dangerous. His expression shifts from surprise to something darker and hotter, a smile forming, small and devastating and rare. Too long. He repeats it, tasting the words, curious and brave, and now, pause as his eyes travel over my face, my body, back up, irreversible. What does that mean? He leans against his desk, casual, like he's not half naked, like this is normal. What's your name? Isabella Moreno. I'm the night cleaner. I know what you are. His voice is silk over steel. What I don't know is why you're still here staring when you should be running. Good question. Why am I not running? I don't know. Honest, stupid, true. His smile widens, predatory and amused. Interesting? He straightens and walks past me so close I feel his heat, stops at his bedroom door. Yes, he has a bedroom in his office because rich people, and looks back. Isabella. My name in his voice does something to me. Yes, don't tell anyone about this. Understand? I would never. Good. Pause. His eyes dark and promising, because if you provoke a man like me again, he lets it hang there, unfinished and threatening and tempting. Then he's gone with the door closing behind him. I stand there alone and shaking, not from fear but from everything else, because Dominic Caravaggio just caught me staring at him naked for way too long, and instead of firing me, he smiled. I'm so fired, or worse, and I don't even know what worse is, but with him, there's definitely worse. 3 months earlier. Flashback. Let me tell you how this really started, because tonight with the towel, that was just the explosion. The spark was lit way before. 3 months ago on my first day when I'm 22 and new to the city and desperate for work, I get a cleaning job at Caravaggio Securities on the night shift with good pay and no questions asked. Perfect. First night I'm nervous because it's a professional building with rich people and everything is intimidating, and I'm wiping down the executive floor thinking it's quiet and empty, or so I think. Then I hear it. Laughter from the corner office. Mr. Caravaggio's office, but he's supposed to leave by 9 p.m. Everyone says so. Curiosity kills me, so I peek and see him there on the phone. Clearly a business call, but he's laughing. A real laugh. Unexpected. And when he laughs, his whole face changes to something less intimidating and more human. Then he sees me through the glass, and the laughter stops as his face hardens back to cold CEO. I panic and rush away, praying he didn't recognize me. Next night, it's the same thing. He's there working late again, and I try to be invisible, quick and efficient, but I feel his eyes following and watching. Third night, I'm cleaning near his office when he exits and sees me and stops. You're new. Not a question, but an observation. So I reply, yes, sir. Started Monday. Name? Isabella. Isabella Moreno. He studies me in silence, assessing, then something unexpected. You hum when you work. Oh, God. He heard me. I'm sorry. I'll stop. Don't. Simple and firm. It's different. The office is too quiet at night. Then he walks away, leaving me confused and intrigued. After that, he's there every night I work. Always late, always alone, always watching. I catch him sometimes smiling slightly when I sing off key, or when I drop something and curse in Spanish, or when I dance a little while wiping windows. He never comments. Never approaches again, just watches, and I pretend not to notice even though I feel every second of his attention. Week 3. I'm reaching for a high shelf standing on tiptoes when a book falls, and I yelp and jump back, but strong hands catch it and me. Dominic behind me, steadying, careful. His hands are on my waist, brief but burning, and I turn too fast so now we're close. Too close. Thank you. Breathless and stupid. He doesn't step back, just looks at me, really looks, like he's figuring something out, some puzzle I represent. You're clumsy, only around expensive things. The words escape with humor I shouldn't show. His mouth almost curves. Almost. Am I expensive? Wait, what? What? No. I meant, now he does smile, slight and devastating. Relax, Isabella. I'm just observing. Observing what? Brave, stupid, both. His eyes darken with something shifting, how you manage to be entertaining without trying. Then he's gone again, leaving me breathless and confused and intrigued. After that night, the energy changes, and he talks to me with small comments and observations and questions about my day, my life, nothing personal, yet everything personal. And I notice things too, how he drinks coffee black at midnight, how he loosens his tie when stressed, how his accent, faint Italian, comes through when tired, and how he watches me when he thinks I don't see. Week 7, he leaves his office door open deliberately, and I'm cleaning the hallway when he calls out, Isabella, come here. Not a request, but a command. So I enter nervously while he's at his desk working. Yes, Mr. Caravaggio? Dominic. Sir? When we're alone, call me Dominic. Why would he want that? But I nod. Okay, Dominic. His name in my mouth. He notices with his eyes flashing. Good. Now you've been here 2 months. How do you find the work? Odd question. It's good. Quiet. I like night shifts. Why? Less people, more peace. You don't like people? I like them fine. In small doses. He laughs. An actual unguarded laugh. We have that in common. A connection, small but significant. That's how it builds over 12 weeks with conversations and glances and near touches and awareness. Him learning me and me learning him, with tension growing, undeniable and electric. Until tonight with the towel and the fall and the staring, the moment everything shifted from whatever we were to something irreversible. Now, after he disappeared into his room, I should leave, should run, should never come back, but instead I finish cleaning his office with my hands shaking and my mind racing and my body confused, because Dominic Caravaggio just, flirted, threatened, challenged, all of the above. I'm gathering my supplies when his door opens, and he's dressed now in jeans and a black t-shirt, casual but still devastating. You're still here? I haven't finished. Leave it. He approaches and stops close. Go home, Isabella. But, now, before I do something we'll both regret, the intensity and the want, barely restrained. I grab my things and move toward the door, but his voice stops me. Isabella. I turn with my heart pounding. Tomorrow night, you'll be here. Yes, same time. He nods slowly. Good. Because we need to talk about boundaries. Boundaries, right? That's definitely what we need. I leave, but feel his eyes burning into my back until the elevator doors close, and I realize nothing will ever be the same. The professional distance is gone, the safe dynamic shattered, and what's left is dangerous and inevitable and impossible, and I can't wait for tomorrow night. God help me.
Too long. She admitted she looked too much. At the boss. Without clothes. What a slut.
Chapter 2. The Woman in the Middle. Next night at 11 p.m. I'm early and nervous about this. Boundaries talk. What does that even mean? Keep your eyes to yourself. Isabella, don't stare at your boss naked again. God, this is mortifying. I'm organizing my cleaning supplies when the elevator opens. But it's not Dominic. It's a woman. Stunning in a designer dress with expensive perfume and confidence radiating from every pore as she walks straight to Dominic's office like she owns it. I should mind my business. Should start cleaning elsewhere. But instead I watch. She doesn't knock, just enters. And through the glass, I see her approach him with familiarity and intimacy, her hand on his shoulder as she leans close, laughing. Something ugly twists in my stomach, jealousy, which is insane because I have no right to feel this way. But watching her touch him after last night, after he looked at me like that, it hurts unexpectedly and unreasonably. I turn away and start cleaning aggressively. The window, the desk outside his office, anything to not look. Minutes pass and she emerges, sees me, stops, and assesses and dismisses. You're the cleaner. Not a question, but a statement. Condescending. Yes, ma'am. Professional. Polite. Hating her already. She studies me closer with something calculating in her eyes. Dominic mentioned a new girl. Efficient and discreet. Pause. Smile, not reaching eyes. I'm Victoria, his business partner. We're very close. The emphasis on very is deliberate and territorial. Nice to meet you. I return to cleaning. Conversation over as far as I'm concerned. Dear, word of advice. Cleaning girl to cleaning girl. She leans closer with her voice dropping. Venomous. Don't get ideas. Men like Dominic notice girls like you briefly then forget you exist. My jaw clenches. Stay professional, Isabella. I'm just here to work. Good. Keep it that way. She leaves with her heels clicking and confidence intact. I stand there with my hands shaking, angry and hurt. Because she's right. Of course she's right. What was I thinking? That last night meant something. He's a billionaire. I'm a cleaner. We're from different worlds. Dominic's door opens and he sees me, immediately alert. Isabella, my office now. A command, not a request. So I follow with my heart pounding and dreading this conversation. He closes the door for privacy. Dangerous privacy. What did Victoria say to you? How did he? Nothing. Just introduced herself. Liar. He steps closer with intense eyes. I saw your face when she left. What did she say? Just that you notice people like me briefly, then forget we exist. Honest. Stupid. Can't take it back now. His expression darkens with controlled fury. She said that. It's fine. She's probably right. She's not. He grabs my arms, gentle but firm. Listen to me. Victoria is ambitious and possessive. We work together. Nothing more. You don't owe me explanations. Don't I? His eyes bore into mine. After last night, after you looked at me like... He stops with his jaw clenching. Fighting something. Like what? Brave, reckless, necessary. Like you wanted to keep looking. His voice is rough and raw and honest. Like maybe you weren't horrified by what you saw. My face burns, but I don't look away. I wasn't horrified. Silence falls, heavy and loaded. His hands slide from my arms to my waist, gentle and claiming. You're making this very difficult. Making what difficult? Keeping the boundaries I promised myself. He leans closer with his forehead almost touching mine. Staying professional. Staying distant. Staying safe. Safe from what? From wanting you. Simple. Devastating. True. My breath catches and I can't think. Can't move. But Victoria... She said. Victoria wants something I can't give her. Power and partnership beyond business. His thumb strokes my waist. Barely. Maddening. I've made it clear repeatedly. She doesn't listen. Why did you let her touch you tonight? Jealousy. Obvious and embarrassing. His smile is slow and satisfied. You were watching. I was cleaning. You were jealous. Not a question, but certainty. Can't deny it. Won't lie. Maybe. His grip tightens. Possessive. Good. Because I've been jealous for 3 months. Confession. Unexpected and raw, watching you hum and dance and exist, knowing I can't touch, can't claim, can't. He stops, breathing hard. Jealous of what? Every person who makes you smile, every man who looks at you, the delivery guy who flirts, the security guard who stares. His forehead presses against mine, finally touching. I've wanted to destroy them all for months, and I have no right because you're not mine. What if I want to be? Whispered, terrifying. True. His eyes close as he shakes with his control fraying. Don't say that unless you mean it. I mean it. His control snaps, and he kisses me hard and desperate and claiming, months of tension exploding with his hands in my hair and my hands gripping his shirt. Not gentle or patient, just need. When we break apart, both gasping. This is insane. His voice is wrecked. You work for me. There are rules. Then fire me. His laugh is broken. I can't. You're everywhere. In my head. Distracting and perfect. He cups my face. Tender now and different. I tried to stay away. Tried to be professional. Then you stared at me for too long and I realized I don't want boundaries. I want you. A knock on the door, loud and insistent, and we jump apart. Guilty. Dominic's voice returns to cold. What? Victoria's voice comes through the door. Dominic, we need to finalize the contract tonight. He looks at me, conflicted and frustrated. I have to. I know. Go. He touches my face, quick and gentle. This isn't over. Promise. Promise. He leaves, letting Victoria in, and she sees me with a knowing, triumphant smile. Still here? Thought you'd be done by now. Translation. Thought you'd be gone. Just finishing up. She leans against the door frame, casual and calculating. Dominic and I have history, years of it, closeness you couldn't possibly understand. Pause, eyes cold. And whatever you think happened here tonight, it's temporary. He always comes back to what he knows. She walks away confident and certain, leaving me standing there doubting and scared, because what if she's right? What if I'm just a distraction, a novelty, temporary? Dominic returns and sees my face. What did she say this time? Nothing important. Lie. Obvious. Isabella, I should go. You have work. I have cleaning. I grab my supplies and move toward the door. He catches my wrist and stops me. Don't listen to her, whatever she said. How do I know this is real? How do I know I'm not just can't finish, too vulnerable? He pulls me back against his chest, holding tight. Because I've never felt this for anyone. Because I think about you constantly. Because his voice breaks. Because when you walked in tonight, I forgot Victoria existed. Forgot everything except you're here. I want to believe him so badly. She said you always go back to what you know. Then she doesn't know me at all. He tilts my face up with fierce eyes. I want what I don't know. What scares me, what challenges me. Pause, intense. I want you. I believe him finally. Okay. I'm yours if you'll have me. His smile is devastating and real and unguarded. Oh, baby girl, I'm keeping you. He kisses me soft. A promise. Forever. And I know that Victoria can try, can manipulate, can scheme. But what Dominic and I have started with an accident, a towel, a stare, and became inevitable.
3 months of resisting, 5 minutes of jealousy. Men are so predictable.
Chapter 3. The Escalation. 2 weeks of everything. 2 weeks of stolen kisses and secret touches and dangerous glances. 2 weeks of pretending nothing changed while everything did. I still clean his office at night and he still works late. But now when I enter, he pulls me onto his lap and kisses me breathless and makes work impossible. Now he texts me during the day, random and sweet and possessive, thinking about you and can't focus. Your fault. And tonight, my office. Don't be late. Now I'm his completely and he's mine dangerously. But Victoria doesn't know. And nobody does because we're careful and discreet and hidden until tonight. The gala. It's the company event. The annual charity thing. Big and public. And I'm not supposed to be here because cleaning staff isn't invited. But Dominic sent me a dress, designer and expensive and beautiful, with a note. Come, be seen, be mine, D. So here I am in a black dress with my hair down, nervous and feeling completely out of place among silk and diamonds. I see him immediately across the room, surrounded by people in a tuxedo. Commanding and devastating, and Victoria is right beside him with her hand on his arm, possessive. Jealousy burns hot and irrational, and I think I should leave because this was a mistake. His eyes find mine across the crowd and everything stops with the way he looks at me, hungry and possessive and mine. He says something to Victoria, dismissive, and moves toward me while she follows his gaze, sees me, and her expression darkens. Dominic reaches me and doesn't hesitate, putting his hand on my waist, claiming in public, "You came. You asked." His smile is slow and private and perfect. "You're beautiful." Dominic, people are staring. Let them. He pulls me closer. I'm done hiding you. My heart stops. Done hiding. What about discretion? Your reputation. Fuck discretion. His eyes are fierce and certain. I want everyone to know you're mine. Victoria appears with a sharp, dangerous smile. Dominic, introduce me to your friend. You friend. The insult is clear. Dominic's arm tightens around me. Isabella, my girlfriend. He said girlfriend publicly. Victoria's mask cracks with fury flashing. Girlfriend? How charming. And what does she do? Translation. She's beneath you. She works for the company. Dominic's voice is ice. And what she does is none of your concern. Victoria's eyes narrow, calculating. I see. Well, this will be interesting. She walks away, but the threat lingers. I look up at Dominic, worried. You just made an enemy. I made a statement. He touches my face, gentle and public and deliberate, that you're important, that I choose you, that anyone who has a problem with that, his expression hardens, can deal with me. Warmth floods through me, love and gratitude and fear. She's going to make trouble. Let her try. He pulls me onto the dance floor with his hands on my waist, close. Right now, I just want to hold you in front of everyone. No more hiding. We dance surrounded by stares and whispers and judgment, but I don't care. Can't care. Not when he's holding me like this. What changed? Why now? He's quiet for a moment then. Because this morning Victoria cornered me and offered herself again. His jaw clenches. And all I could think was wrong woman. Wrong everything. I want Isabella. My chest tightens with emotion. What did you say? That I'm in love with someone else? Wait, what? He stops dancing and looks at me, vulnerable and raw. I love you, Isabella. I've been falling for 3 months since you hummed off key and made me laugh. Pause. His hand cups my face. I love you, and I'm done pretending I don't. Tears prick my eyes, happy and overwhelmed. I love you too. His smile is devastating and real and complete, and he kisses me there in front of everyone, deep and claiming and perfect. When we break apart, the room is silent and staring. Then someone starts clapping, slow and mocking. Victoria at the center of the room, smiling and venomous. How touching. The billionaire and the maid, very Cinderella. Laughter erupts, cruel and scattered. Dominic's expression goes cold and lethal. Careful, Victoria. Or what? You'll fire me. We both know you can't. I own 30% of this company. She steps closer with confidence radiating. And I have information about you, about your family business. A threat, clear and dangerous. Dominic releases me and approaches her with controlled fury. You want to play that game? Fine. His voice is quiet and deadly. But remember, I know your secrets too, and mine are already public. But yours, pause, eyes boring into hers, would destroy you. A standoff, tense and vicious. Finally, Victoria laughs. Brittle. This isn't over. She leaves with her heels clicking, defeated but dangerous. Dominic returns to me and pulls me close. I'm sorry for that, for everything. Don't apologize for choosing me. His laugh is shaky and relieved. Let's go. Get out of here. Where? His eyes darken. Promising. Somewhere private where I can show you exactly how much I love you. Heat floods through me. Your place. Our place, if you'll stay. Our place. Moving fast, terrifying, perfect. Yes. His penthouse, midnight. It's expensive and elegant, and intimately his, and now ours. We barely make it through the door with his hands everywhere, and my hands tearing at his jacket. Months of wanting and weeks of restraint gone. Isabella, wait. He pulls back, breathing hard. I need to know you're sure, because once I kiss him, stopping doubts. I'm sure. I want this. You. Everything. Relief and joy, and want crash over his face. Then let me love you properly. He lifts me and carries me to his bedroom, lays me down gently. I'll go slow. Make it perfect. I promise. Just don't stop. His smile is tender and possessive, and mine. Never, baby girl, never. He undresses me slowly and reverently, like unwrapping something precious, kissing every inch revealed, worshipping and learning and claiming. Beautiful, so fucking beautiful, whispered against my skin. His touch is gentle and patient, building until I'm trembling and desperate, and his time fades as intimacy happens perfectly and privately, him loving me and me loving him, complete. After, wrapped in sheets and in each other, we're content and changed and home. No regrets. His voice is soft and vulnerable. Only that we waited so long. I trace his chest, gentle and loving. This, us, it's real, right? More real than anything I've ever had. He pulls me closer. You're mine now completely, and I'm never letting go. Possessive much. With you? Always. He kisses my forehead. Tender. Get used to it, baby girl. You're stuck with me. I smile against his chest. Good, because I'm not going anywhere, and I mean it completely.
God help me. Translation. He's going to do it again, and he knows it.
Chapter 4. The Threat. 1 month of us, real and public and perfect. 1 month of waking up in his arms with coffee together and stolen kisses. 1 month of being loved by Dominic Caravaggio. The best month of my life, until today. I'm at the penthouse. Our penthouse now. With my clothes in his closet and my toothbrush by his. Little things that are permanent things. Us things. Dominic's at work for an emergency meeting and left early, so I'm making coffee when my phone rings from an unknown number. Hello? Isabella, we need to talk. Victoria's voice, cold and controlled. I have nothing to say to you, but I have plenty to say to you about Dominic, about his past, about what you're really getting into. Pause. Calculated. Meet me in 1 hour at the cafe on 5th, or I send everything I have to the press. She hangs up before I can respond. I should tell Dominic. I know I should. But what if it's nothing? What if she's bluffing? What if I drag him into drama he doesn't need? I go against my better judgment. I go. The cafe. Victoria's already there in a designer suit with confidence radiating, and I sit down, guarded and ready. Smart girl, you came. What do you want? To save you from making a terrible mistake. She slides a folder across the table. Dominic's past, his real business, the family connections he hides. I don't touch it. I know about his family. He told me everything. It's a lie because he's been vague and protective and secretive about certain things. Victoria smiles, knowing. Did he tell you about the charges? The investigation 5 years ago? How close he came to prison? My stomach drops. No, he didn't mention that. Or about Elena, his ex-fiancée who disappeared under mysterious circumstances. Elena, I've never heard that name. You're lying. Am I? She opens the folder showing photos and documents and evidence. Elena Martinez, engaged to Dominic 6 years ago, broke it off and vanished 2 weeks later. Never found. Horror creeps in, cold and insidious. He wouldn't he? You don't really know him, Isabella. You know the version he shows you, the gentle one. The loving one. She leans forward, venomous. But I've known him 10 years, and I know what he's capable of, what he's done, who he's hurt, doubt and poison working their way in. Why are you telling me this? Because unlike Elena, I actually care. She was my friend, and she ignored every warning. Pause, eyes hard. I won't let him destroy you too. She stands and leaves the folder. Read it, then decide if you still want to be with him, if you're brave enough to ask him the truth. She walks away, leaving me shaking and terrified and doubting. I stare at the folder. Do I open it? Do I trust Victoria's poison? Or do I trust Dominic, the man I love who's shown me nothing but... My phone rings. Dominic. Hey baby, where are you? His voice warm and concerned and normal. Just out. Coffee. I'll be home soon. A lie. And he hears it. Isabella, what's wrong? Nothing. I'm fine. You're a terrible liar. Pause. Serious. Where are you? I'm coming. No, don't. I just need time to think. Time to think about what? Alert now. Worried. Did something happen? Did someone? I can't lie, but can't tell the truth either. I'll be home in an hour. We'll talk then. I hang up before he can press further. I stare at the folder with my hands shaking and open it against my better judgment. Open it. Photos of Elena, beautiful with dark hair, smiling beside Dominic, and articles, heiress missing, and fiancé under scrutiny, and investigation stalled, plus documents with police reports and witness statements. Everything Victoria claimed. My world tilts and I can't breathe, can't think. The man I love. What if I don't really know him? The penthouse. 1 hour later. Dominic's waiting and pacing. Sees me with relief that turns to concern. Isabella, what happened? You look... He reaches for me, but I step back, and hurt flashes across his face. Baby girl, don't. I set the folder on the table between us like a barrier. Tell me about Elena. All color drains from his face instantly. Where did you... Victoria. Not a question, but certainty and fury. Is it true? Were you engaged? Did she disappear? Long silence. Too long. Then, yes. Simple. Honest. Devastating. And you didn't think to tell me? It was 6 years ago. Before us. He steps toward me and I step back. It's not what you think. What do I think? That your ex-fiancé vanished mysteriously and you were investigated and you never mentioned any of this. My voice rises, angry and scared. What else are you hiding? Pain. Raw and naked, crosses his face. I'm not hiding anything. I'm protecting you. From what? From my past. From the darkness. From... He runs a hand through his hair, frustrated. From exactly this. Doubt and fear and questions. Then answer them. Tell me the truth. All of it. He sits, heavy and defeated. Elena and I were engaged in an arrangement by our families. A business merger disguised as love. Pause. Painful. She didn't love me. I didn't love her. But we tried for a year. I sit opposite him, listening and needing truth. Then she met someone else and fell in love. Real love. And wanted out. His jaw clenches. I let her go. Broke the engagement. Set her free. Then why did she disappear? Because her family didn't want her free. They wanted the merger and the power and the connection. His eyes meet mine. Raw and honest. They killed her and made it look suspicious and pointed fingers at me. Horror washes over me. Oh my God. I was investigated and cleared, but the rumors stuck because people believe what they want. He reaches for my hand and I let him. Victoria knows the truth because she was there, but she uses it as leverage, as a threat. Why didn't you tell me? Because I was terrified that you'd look at me differently, that you'd see monster instead of man. His voice breaks. That you'd leave, and I can't. I can't lose you. Isabella. Tears fall, his and mine. Both. I'm not leaving. I move to him and cup his face. I'm angry you didn't trust me with the truth, but I'm not leaving. Relief crashes over him. Overwhelming. I'm sorry. I should have told you. I was just scared. Don't be scared. Not with me. Not ever. I kiss him, soft and forgiving and loving. He pulls me onto his lap, holding tight. Victoria's going to keep coming, keep threatening. Then we face her together. His smile is broken and grateful. Together, I like that. We sit there holding each other, stronger after truth, because love without honesty isn't love, and we have both. Now, finally.
He kissed her in front of everyone. He declared it. He admitted it. And her ex was watching. Delicious.
Chapter 5. The Retaliation. 2 days after the truth. 2 days of rebuilding and talking and loving deeper. 2 days of peace. And then Victoria strikes. I'm at work. Yes, I still clean because Dominic insisted I could quit, but I refuse, saying, I'm not a kept woman. I work. And he smiled and kissed me and relented. But now I'm regretting that independence because Victoria's here in Dominic's office when he's out, waiting for me. Isabella. Perfect timing. She's sitting in his chair. Deliberate power play. You need to leave. This is private property. Relax. I'm still a partner and I have access. She stands and approaches. Predatory. I wanted to apologize for the other day. The folder. The drama. Bullshit. Complete bullshit. Apology noted. Now leave. Not until you hear me out. She perches on his desk. Too comfortable. I was wrong about Dominic. About Elena. I let jealousy cloud my judgment. More bullshit. The truth is, I care about him. Always have. And I thought if I could show you he was dangerous, you'd leave. She smiles. Almost genuine. Almost. But I see now that you love him. Really love him. And he loves you. Where is this going? So I'm stepping back. Letting go. Moving on. She extends her hand. Truce. Every instinct screams trap. But what if she's genuine? What if I'm just paranoid? I shake her hand briefly. Truce. Her smile widens. Good, because I'd hate for things to get uglier. Wait, what? She releases my hand and walks to the door. Stops. Oh, one more thing. Check your email. I sent you something. A gift from me to you. She leaves laughing and confident. Dread fills me. Instant and overwhelming. And I pull out my phone to check my email from Victoria with the subject line, The Real Dominic. I open it against better judgment. Open it. Photos of Dominic with women. Multiple women in compromising positions. Dated recently. Last month. 2 weeks ago. Days before we. No, can't be real. Can't be. But they look real. Too real. Him clearly with. My vision blurs and I can't breathe. Can't. Text from Victoria. Still think he's faithful. Still think you're special. You're just the latest. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'm shaking and crying and collapsing because everything is lies. All lies. Dominic's voice behind me. Isabella. Baby. What? He sees my phone. Sees the photos. And his face drains. No, those aren't. I can't look at him. Can't breathe. Get away from me. Isabella. Listen. Those are fake. Photoshopped. Victoria. Stop. Just stop. I stand and back away. I can't do this. I can't. He reaches for me and I flinch, and hurt crashes over his face. You don't believe me. I don't know what to believe anymore. Voice breaking. Heartbreaking. Elena. The secrets. Now this. Those photos are fabricated. I can prove it. How? How do I know what's real with you? Silence. Heavy and painful. Then his phone rings and he ignores it. But it rings again. Insistent. So he answers. Angry. What? Pause. Listening. Face changing. When? Where? He looks at me. Torn. I'll be there. He hangs up. I have to go. Emergency. But Isabella, please. Don't leave. Stay. Let me explain. Just go. Handle your emergency. Promise you'll be here when I get back. I can't promise that. Can't promise anything. And my silence is my answer. Pain. Raw and devastating. Crosses his face. Then he's gone. Forced to choose business over us. And I'm alone with doubts and poison and everything falling apart. 3 hours later, I'm still in his office because I can't leave. Can't think. Just staring at those photos and torturing myself. The door opens, but it's not Dominic. It's a man. Older in an expensive suit. Familiar somehow. Miss Moreno. We haven't met. I'm Richard Caravaggio, Dominic's father. Oh, his father. The one he barely mentions. Mr. Caravaggio. I know who you are. The girl who captured my son's heart. He sits, studying me. I also know about Victoria. Her games. Her tactics. You know about the photos? I know everything, including that they're fabricated and created by a professional Victoria hired. He slides his phone across the desk. Here. The original metadata. Timestamps. Locations, proof they're fake. I look with hope sparking desperately, and he's right. The data proves manipulation, Photoshop, lies. Relief crashes over me, crushing and overwhelming. Why are you showing me this? Because Dominic loves you more than I've seen him love anything or anyone. Pause. Serious. And Victoria is destroying that out of spite and jealousy and revenge. Why does she hate me so much? Because you have what she's always wanted. His heart, his loyalty, his everything. He stands. Don't let her win. Don't let her poison take root. Fight for him because he's fighting for you. He leaves, taking the evidence, but leaving truth. And I realize I almost gave up. Almost let Victoria win because I doubted instead of trusting, instead of fighting. My phone buzzes with a text from Dominic. Emergency over. Coming home. Please be there. I love you. I text back. I'm here. I love you too. I'm sorry. Midnight. He returns. He's exhausted and worried, sees me, and relief floods his face. You stayed. I stayed. I cross to him and cup his face. I'm sorry for doubting, for not trusting. He kisses me, desperate and grateful, and claiming, don't apologize. Victoria's good. Too good. I should've. Your father came and showed me proof. The photos are fake. Surprise, then understanding. He did. He said you're fighting for me, so I should fight for you. His smile is broken and beautiful, and my father's right. For once, he pulls me close, holding tight. I'm so tired of fighting her, of this. I just want peace with you. Then let's end it together. No more games. No more lies. How? We expose her publicly with evidence and destroy her credibility. His eyes darken, calculating. You want to go to war? I want to win. And come home to you finally without threats. His kiss is fierce and proud and loving. God, I love you. I love you too. Now let's end this. We planned together with strategy and evidence an attack, because Victoria made one mistake. She underestimated me, the cleaning girl, the one who notices everything and sees everything and remembers everything. And now I'm done cleaning up her messes because I'm making one of my own.
It lasted 3 months. IT exploded one night. Male emotional mathematics.
Chapter 6. The Takedown. 1 week of preparation. 1 week of gathering evidence and building the case and planning the perfect strike. 1 week of us united and stronger than ever. And tonight we end this. It's the company board meeting. An emergency session with all partners present, including Victoria, who's confident and smiling and clueless because she thinks she's won, that I'm broken, that Dominic's distracted. She's wrong. I'm there not as cleaning staff but as Dominic's girlfriend, his partner, his equal, sitting beside him with my hand in his, a united front. Victoria sees me, and surprise flashes across her face, followed by calculation. Isabella, what a surprise. I didn't know we were bringing dates to board meetings now. Dominic's voice is ice. She's not a date. She's a witness. Victoria's smile falters. Witness to what? Your fraud. Your manipulation. Your crimes. He stands, commanding and dominant. For months you've been embezzling from the company, doctoring records, stealing. Gasps echo around the table with shock and disbelief. Victoria laughs, forced and nervous. That's absurd. Where's your proof? Dominic nods to me and I stand, pulling out the folder, the real one with evidence compiled over 3 months during every night of cleaning, every overlooked document, every mistake. Victoria made thinking no one noticed. But I noticed. I always notice. A transfer records from company accounts to offshore holdings in your name. I slide papers across the table. Falsified invoices, payments to fake contractors, all leading back to you. Victoria's face drains as panic sets in. Those are fabricated. She's lying. Am I? I pull out my phone with voice recordings. You talking to your partner, planning, laughing about how easy it was. I play it and her voice comes through clear and incriminating. Dominic's distracted by that cleaning girl. Perfect timing. Take what we can. He'll never notice. Silence falls, damning and complete. Victoria stands, furious and cornered. You recorded me. That's illegal. Actually, it's not. Richard Caravaggio enters with a lawyer beside him. Single-party consent state. Perfectly legal and admissible in court. Victoria's confidence crumbles completely. Richard continues. We also have testimony from Elena's family about your involvement in her death, how you fed information to them and helped them cover it up. Horror. Real horror crosses Victoria's face. No, that's not. I didn't. You did. To frame Dominic. To isolate him. To make him dependent on you. Richard's voice is cold and final. You're done, Victoria. Professionally. Legally. Permanently. The board votes unanimously for removal and criminal charges. Everything. Victoria looks at Dominic, desperate and pleading. Dominic, please. We have history, partnership. You can't. I can and I am. His voice is final with no mercy. You tried to destroy the woman I love, hurt my company, ruin my life. Pause. Cold. Consider us even for Elena. Now get out before I have you arrested right here. Security appears and escorts her out while she's screaming and threatening and breaking, but it's over finally and completely. Dominic turns to me and pulls me close in front of everyone. Thank you for seeing what I missed, for fighting, for everything. We're a team. That's what teams do. His kiss is soft and public and perfect, and the board applauds, genuine and approving. because they see it. What we are, what we've built, not boss and employee, not rich man and cleaning girl, but partners and equals in love. That night, the penthouse. We're alone finally with the threat eliminated and our future clear. Dominic pulls me onto the balcony with city lights below and stars above. I have something for you. You've already given me everything. Not everything. He kneels right there under the stars and pulls out a box, opens it to reveal a ring. Simple and beautiful and perfect. On Isabella Moreno, you walked into my life with a cleaning cloth and a terrible singing voice. His smile is soft and real and loving. You saw me at my most vulnerable, literally, and you didn't run. I laughed through tears, remembering the towel in the beginning. And you challenged me, fought beside me, loved me when I didn't deserve it. His voice breaks, and I can't imagine my life without you in it. Don't want to. Tears stream down my face, happy and overwhelmed. Marry me. Be mine forever officially. Pause. Vulnerable. Please. Yes. No hesitation. God, yes. Always yes. He slides the ring on with shaking hands, smiling and free, then stands and lifts me and spins me around, laughing with pure joy, unguarded and real. When he sets me down, I'm never letting you go, baby girl. Good, because I'm not going anywhere. He kisses me deep and forever, promising. He carries me inside to our bedroom and lays me down gently. Let me love you as your fiancé, your future husband. Show me. And he does with his hands and mouth and body and soul, worshiping and claiming and loving, slow and intense and perfect, not just physical but emotional and spiritual, celebrating victory and love and forever. Every touch is a promise, every kiss a vow, every moment proof that what we have started with an accident, a towel, a stare, and became everything. Time fades as intimacy happens beautifully, him loving me and me loving him, complete and unbreakable and home. After, wrapped together and content and engaged with our future bright, I ask teasingly, think we'll tell our kids about the towel. His laugh is warm and rich and perfect. Absolutely. Your mother saw me naked before she knew my name and still said yes. Moan, you make it sound scandalous. It was scandalous. He pulls me closer. And perfect and fate. You believe in fate now? I believe in you, in us, in towels falling at exactly the right moment. I laugh and kiss his chest, content. Best accident ever, he agrees, holding me tight. And I know this is home, this is love, this is forever, built on vulnerability and trust and choice, started by chance and sealed by love. Perfect. Chapter 7, Forever. 1 year later, and I'm standing in front of a mirror in a white dress, simple and elegant and perfect, because today I marry Dominic Caravaggio, the man who caught me staring, who called me baby girl, who loved me against all odds. There's a knock, and the door opens, but it's not a bridesmaid or family. It's Dominic in his tuxedo, breaking tradition and not caring. You're not supposed to see me before. He crosses the room and pulls me close. I don't care about tradition. I needed to see you. His hands frame my face, gentle and reverent. You're beautiful. So fucking beautiful. You're biased, completely. He kisses me soft and tender. A promise. When we break apart, nervous? No. Excited? Ready? I touch his face, loving every line and every feature. Ready to be yours officially. You've been mine since the towel fell. I laugh, real and happy. You're never letting that go, are you? Never. It's our origin story. His smile is soft and real and mine. The moment my life changed when I saw you seeing me and everything shifted. I still can't believe I stared that long. I'm glad you did. He pulls me closer with his forehead to mine. Because if you'd looked away, we might never have this. Fate wouldn't have allowed it. You believe in fate now. Don't I believe in us? In towels falling at exactly the right moment. In cleaning girls who don't run when they should. His laugh is warm and rich and everything. Come on, let's get married. I've waited long enough to call you my wife. The ceremony. It's small and intimate and perfect with close friends and Richard and no Victoria. Just love. I walk down the aisle with no father by my choice. Just me walking toward him and choosing him with every step deliberate. He's waiting with wet eyes and an unguarded smile and visible love. And when I reach him, I say softly and simply, hi, baby girl. He takes my hand and brings it to his lips. Tender. The officiant speaks words about love and partnership and choice, but we barely hear them because we're too focused on each other. Then come the vows. Dominic goes first with his voice steady and his eyes locked on mine. Isabella, a year ago you walked into my office just doing your job, humming off key and making me laugh. Pause. Emotional. I noticed you immediately. How you moved, how you saw things others missed, how you existed in my space like you belonged. And then came the towel. Laughter from everyone, including us. You could have looked away. Should have looked away, but you didn't. His thumb strokes my hand. And in that moment, I saw you seeing me. Really seeing me. Not the CEO or the money. Just me. You've challenged me, fought beside me, loved me through everything. The secrets, the threats, the chaos. His voice breaks. And I promise to love you, protect you, choose you every single day for the rest of my life. Tears stream down my face, happy and overwhelming. My turn with my voice shaking and my heart full. Dominic, I came to this job looking for rent money and independence and normal life. Smile through tears. Then I saw you, literally all of you. And everything changed. You could have fired me, should have fired me, but instead you saw me too. Not just a cleaning girl, but a person, someone worth knowing. Pause. Emotional. You've given me everything. Love, home, partnership, a future I never dreamed possible. And I promise to stand beside you, fight for you, love you fiercely even when you're impossible. Laughter, his and mine and everyone's, especially when you're impossible. You're my home, Dominic, my heart, my everything, final and certain, and I'm yours completely, forever. The officiant smiles. By the power vested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may. Dominic doesn't wait and kisses me deep and claiming and perfect while everyone cheers, though we don't hear them because we're too lost in each other. When we finally break apart, Mrs. Caravaggio, he says it like a prayer, like a miracle. Mr. Caravaggio, I smile, complete, and his, the reception. There's dancing and laughter, and love with his arms around me, always touching and always close. Happy? He asks with his voice soft and private, more than I ever thought possible. I lean into him, safe and home. You? Happiest day of my life. He kisses my temple, tender. Well, second happiest. Second. First was the towel. I smack his chest, laughing. You're impossible. You married me anyway. Biggest mistake of my life. His smile is wicked and loving. Too late now, baby girl. You're stuck with me. Good. I kiss him soft and sure and forever, because I'm not going anywhere. 6 months later, epilogue. It's morning at the penthouse with sunlight streaming in, and I'm in the bathroom staring at a test with my hands shaking. Positive. Pregnant. We're pregnant. I walk out and find Dominic still in bed working on his laptop, and he looks up, sees my face, and is immediately alert. Baby, what's wrong? I cross to him and sit on the bed, handing him the test wordlessly, terrified and excited. He stares at it, processing. Then his face transforms with joy and awe and disbelief. I nod, crying and happy. We're having a baby. He pulls me close, holding tight and shaking. A baby. Our baby. His voice is wrecked and overwhelmed. He pulls back with his hands on my stomach, reverent and awed. Hi there, little one. I'm your dad, soft and tender and perfect. I'm going to love you so much, protect you, give you everything. Tears fall, mine and his, both. Thank you. He looks at me with wet eyes and a devastating smile. For this, for everything, for being mine, always yours. I cup his face, gentle and loving, and now ours. He kisses me deep and grateful and forever. 9 months later, hospital room at 3 a.m. I'm exhausted and happy and changed, holding our daughter who's tiny and perfect and ours. Dominic sits beside me with his arm around me and his eyes on her, completely captivated. She's perfect. His voice is soft and awed. She has your eyes and your stubbornness. She didn't want to come out. I smile, exhausted and content. He laughs and touches her tiny hand, and she grips his finger while his expression melts completely. What should we name her? I've been thinking, waiting for this moment. Elena. He looks at me, surprised and emotional. Elena? After the woman who deserved better, who should have had this. Love, family, future, pause, meaningful. We'll give our daughter the life Elena never got. His eyes fill with gratitude and healing. Elena Caravaggio. It's perfect. He kisses my forehead gently. You're perfect. We sit there, 3 of us, family and complete. 2 years later, final scene. It's evening at the penthouse with Elena playing, 2 years old and chaos incarnate, and I'm cleaning ironically because old habits die hard, while Dominic's in his office working late as always. I hear water running from his private bathroom, the shower, and I get an instant flashback, powerful and nostalgic, to that night with the towel in the beginning. I smile, mischievous and nostalgic, and walk to his office to wait. He emerges with wet hair and a towel around his waist. Complete déjà vu. And when he sees me, he stops and grins. Are you seriously staring? Yes. Shamelessly. I lean against the doorframe, confident in his. He approaches, slow and predatory and playful. You know what happens when you stare at me like that. What? He pulls me close with his hands on my waist, familiar and perfect. I remember the first time, how you couldn't look away, how I couldn't breathe. You were the one naked. I think you're remembering wrong. I remember perfectly. His forehead touches mine. The moment my life changed when a cleaning girl saw me, really saw me, and didn't run. Best day of my life. Mine too. He kisses me soft and deep and forever. Elena's voice calls from the living room. Mama, Daddy, play. We break apart, laughing. Duty calls, always. He takes my hand, leading me to our daughter, our life, our everything. And I think about how 2 years ago I walked into an office with a cleaning cloth, saw a man vulnerable and real and human, and everything changed. The towel fell and we fell harder, from employee and boss, to lovers, to partners, to family, built on an accident, a stare, a choice to not look away, to see each other, to love despite everything. And now, after 2 years with one daughter and one life, we're complete and perfect and messy and ours. The best accident that ever happened to us. The end.
She saw him naked on the first day. They married a year later. Love at first sight. Complete. She looked. She didn't look away. She didn't apologize. As funny as it is, there's something spiritual about it, in recognizing truth when it appears, even naked, especially naked. We spend our lives looking away from what we truly want because it's not the right time. It's not appropriate. It doesn't make sense. But the soul doesn't understand social timing. It recognizes, and that's it. Sometimes, the universe puts you in front of what you need and throws the towel on the floor, literally. Then you choose, look away or accept it. She accepted it. He accepted it back. And God must have laughed at the perfect irony of it all. It started with shame. It ended with truth. It started with an accident. It ended with destiny. And in between, the courage not to pretend. Thank you for staying.